All right, y'all. This prison story is going to be a little bit different, okay? This story is going to be way different than any other story I done told y'all till this day. Now, before we get to this story, I just want to give a disclaimer. This story I'm about to tell y'all, I did not witness this. I did not see this. I was just told this by my banky that told me this story. So I don't know if this story is true or not. So don't hold me to the fire, okay, y'all? But before we go any further, we're going to do the question of the day. Let's just get the question of the day out. Do y'all believe in ghosts? Do y'all believe in angels? Do y'all believe in demons? Let me know in the comment section, because this is going to be one of them type of prison stories, right? Now, also, make sure y'all hit that like button and share this video too, okay? And I appreciate everybody that been donating to the Cash App, the PayPal, and the Zelle. If you want to continue to support the Donta Show Network, make sure you stay to the end, and you will see my payment options at the end of this video. And also, if you ain't no member yet, be sure to become a member. I'm going to have the members link pinned at the top of the comment section so you can get all the exclusive videos. Now, let's get to it. So, I'm laying on my bunk, right? And I'm on the top rack because I got an older white guy that's my cellie or whatever, and he was in here before I was. Now, normally Donta get in a bottom rack. It's like it's mandatory. It's law. That's me establishing my dominance in the cell, okay? But it's an older white guy, and you know he's about 60, 61 years old or whatever, and he ain't gonna be able to keep getting up there and getting down. So I just let him get the bottom bunk, you know. So one day, I'm laying down and I'm just about to go to sleep. And he like, "Hey, Donta, can I tell you something?" I said, "What's up?" His name was Paul too. I said, "What's up, Paul?" He was like, I don't want, never mind. I said, "What?" Now, I've been in the cell with this guy for maybe 2 months, about 2 months now. And we really didn't have too many words outside of me looking at his paperwork or whatever, but we really didn't have nothing to talk about or whatever. So when he trying to engage in conversation with me, I'm like, okay, whatever. So he was like, "Look, I don't want you to think I'm crazy, but do you believe in God?" I said, "Yeah, I believe in God." He was like, No. I mean, like, do you really believe in God?" So I sat up and I said, What's up, Paul? What's going on?" Because normally when somebody start talking this God business in prison or whatever, and especially when it's time to go to sleep, yo, you don't know what's on their mind. You don't know if this person trying to cause you harm or what. I don't know. But I know this, though. He got my attention. So I lift up. I'm like, "What's up, Paul?" He was like, "Man, I need to tell you something." The way he said that, I'm like, huh? So it was like real concerning. So I said, what's up, Paul? He was like, "Man, you know, a couple years before I got sent to prison, I seen something." I said, "What you see?" It was like, well, it was Christmas, and you know, people go to the liquor store or whatever and, you know, get their drinks or whatever. But I end up going to this liquor store or whatever, and I got me some Patron or whatever, some Bud Light beers. So he said the thing about it, they didn't supposed to be selling alcohol or something like that until a certain time. But the guy let him go ahead and get it. So I said, okay. So he said when he left out of the store and put the alcohol in his Jeep or whatever, he got to driving, and he said he heard something like in the back seat. Now, he said at first he thought like, okay, maybe I'm tripping, maybe it's the wind, maybe I hit a twig, something to explain like this rustling noise in the back seat. So he say he stopped the car because he felt like something was watching him. So I said, okay. So he said, you know, he just had this overwhelming sensation that something was in the back seat. So he say he looked, and when he looked in the back seat, there was nothing there. So he said as soon as he looked forward and he looked at the rear view mirror, there was somebody sitting right behind him in all black, right? So he said he hurried up and turned to look, and he almost crashed, right? So he slammed on the brakes or whatever, but nobody wasn't there. So he said later on, it's Christmas, family over, everybody drinking, everybody eating, everybody having fun or whatever. So he said that he had a lot to drink or whatever, but, he said he drinks a lot anyway. So, he would know if something was not normal or right in his everyday life of drinking or whatever. He'd know if something was out of the ordinary, even if he drunk. So nevertheless, he said he go to the bathroom, and he said when he was peeing or whatever, he just felt like a strong presence behind the shower curtain or whatever. I done had this feeling myself too, and when you go to the bathroom, you got this. That's why I always open up the shower curtain, because it's like an eerie feeling that you have or whatever. So he said he pulled the shower curtain back, and of course there was nothing there. So he said he finished using the bathroom, whatever. He leave out, everything was cool, everything fine, no more issues. So he say he leave the Christmas party, and he just kept feeling this sensation like somebody was in his back seat. So he said when he get home or whatever, he go to the refrigerator and he go get him another beer or whatever. He's sitting on the couch. So he's watching TV and he chilling, and he just keep looking behind him because he feel like somebody is behind him. So he was like, you know what, forget it. I'm drunk. I'm about to go upstairs. I'm gonna get in the bed. All right, y'all. Now, this part of the story is where it's about to get really weird. He said when he went upstairs and he got in the bed, he said that he just hit the pillow and he went to sleep. Now, what I'm about to say, I don't want nobody thinking that this is a game, this was a joke. And like I said, I don't know if this story is 100% true or not. I don't know. I was just sitting up here thinking about, it was Christmas time. I remember my bunkie telling me this story, so this is what I'm telling y'all. So he said when he went to sleep, he felt like somebody got in the bed with him. And he said he didn't wake up, but when you like sleeping, you can tell somebody in the bed with you. Yeah, that's what he felt. But the problem is, he ain't got no girlfriend. Nobody lives with him at all. So he said he had this sensation like somebody was really in the bed with him. So he said that he woke up because he felt like somebody was tugging at his body. So he said he woke up and like, man, what the heck is going on? Right? So he said he cut the lights on in the bedroom, whatever, and he said he's staring at the bed. Now he's out the bed and he's just looking at the bed. And the bed got like this imprint in it, like if somebody's sitting down. And he said it just lifted up. The imprint of the bed just lifted right up, like somebody just got up, like somebody was invisible. And he said he sat there, and then he heard like some footsteps coming towards him. And he said, F this. He just turned around and just ran out of his room and ran outside, whatever. Right? And he said he just sitting in his Jeep and he forgot his keys or whatever. So he's sitting in his Jeep, and he said he was just staring at the door. Now he said he don't know, was he still buzzed? He said he don't know if his mind was playing tricks on him because it's late. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning now. And he said that he was just so transfixed on the door because he left the front door open or whatever. He said he could have sworn somebody was standing there like dressed in all black at the door or whatever. Again, y'all, I don't know if this story is true or not. This is just what my bunkie told me. So he said he got out of his truck And he said, you know what? Let me just go back in. I'm tripping. I gotta be tripping. Now his bedroom is upstairs. He got a 3-bedroom house. So he goes upstairs. As he going up the stairs, he said he felt that feeling again that somebody was behind him. And he said he was like halfway up the stairs when he turned around because he felt like somebody was like walking up behind him. He said when he turned around, something pushed him. He said he felt like this big pressure on his lower back, like somebody like just pushed him hard. And so he said he went forward, but he grabbed the staircase railing or whatever, and he almost went over it or whatever. So he was like, man, what the man? Hey, he said he was like, hey, man, what? Like he was shocked. He started yelling like, hey, man, what's going on? Who is that? Who is that? So he said that, he just went upstairs anyway, ran to his room, closed the door, and got back in the bed, right? So I'm asking him at this point, like, you sure you wasn't just, hallucinating or drunk? He said, Dante, listen, man. Listen, yeah, I drink. I'm a drinker. But drinking doesn't equate to me feeling like I got pushed. I literally got pushed. I didn't slip. I don't got shoes on my stairs, nothing. So nothing. I just felt like somebody pushed you. I said, okay. So he said like he was just sitting on his bed, but then he got real tired, like really, really tired. So he said that he eventually fell asleep or whatever because he tried to fight it. Like he didn't want to go to sleep, but his body ended up taking over. He ended up falling asleep. He said the next day that he woke up. Now keep in mind, y'all, this was maybe a Tuesday when this incident took place. So we really can say Wednesday because it's like the next day or whatever. So we're going to say it's Wednesday early in the morning, like 3-4 o'clock in the morning when he actually went to sleep on a Wednesday. He said he woke up and he said he was naked. He said he didn't have no clothes on at all. And he said his whole body was hurting really bad. And he was like, I said, you sure you just, wasn't hot and you just, stripped naked or whatever? He was like, Dante, no, I don't sleep like that, man. I sleep in my clothes, man, or I put my pajamas on, but no, I never sleep like that. So he said that he just woke up with his whole body hurt and he was naked. So he said he knew he had to go to work in the afternoon or whatever. So he just got up, whatever, jumped in the shower, looked at the time. So he said when he looked at the time, something was off because it's supposed to be Wednesday. But he said on his clock, it says Sunday, right? So he was like, man, wait a minute, hold up. Man, this can't be right. Long story short, y'all, this man could not account for Monday. He couldn't account for 4 days. He couldn't account for 4 days. He'd been missing for 4 days. His job done called him. He had all type of voicemails talking about no call, no show. His family was calling, people was calling, but nobody thought to come to his house. So this is what he's thinking. This is what he's telling me, like, I'm supposed to be missing or whatever, and nobody thought to come to my house. Well, the problem was, he said that he actually, called his sister, a couple of his cousins, and some of his friends was like, yo, why y'all didn't come check on me? They was like, man, we did, man, but you wasn't here. He was like, I was here, man. I was here. They was like, no, you wasn't, man. We came to your house. We kicked in your back door, and we looked around. We was really worried about it. We put out a missing police report on you and everything. He was like, I've been in my bed, man. I woke up this morning in my bed. It was like, no, you didn't. You wasn't. So when he finished telling me the story, I said, so like, what was the conclusion? He said nothing at all. I said, huh. I said, why did you tell me this story? Like, why? He said, because I'm starting to have that feeling again. I said, what feeling? It was like that, like somebody watching me. I've been feeling like this for the last couple of days or whatever, and I just wanted to tell you because I don't know what happened. That's why I asked you, like, do you believe in God? Because I really feel like something's going to happen to me because this is the same thing that happened to me before. I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know. It kind of sound like maybe an alien abduction or something. It was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I mean, I don't remember anything. I don't know. And I wasn't drunk, slept for no 4 days at all. Who does that? I said, yeah, you right. I said, well, I don't know. It sounded like an alien abduction, or I don't know, man. So, with that, audience, what do y'all think that was? Because me, I don't know. And if somebody say, well, Dante, it sounds like an alien abduction, he can't recount for 4 days or whatever, and but so then what was this black shadow that followed him, that followed him from the store earlier that Christmas day? Was like, what was it? So if anybody out there that ever had an experience like this, or known somebody that had an experience like this, let me know in the comment section, what was it? Because I didn't have no answer for them, and I was kind of worried. Now, I'm gonna be real, nothing happened like in the next days or whatever. He eventually stopped talking about it, and I asked him every once in a while, like, hey, do you still feeling like that, like somebody is following you or something? And he was like, no, not really. It kind of like faded away or whatever. So ain't nothing came out of that. So y'all just let me know in the comment section, what do y'all think that was? Do y'all think it was the alcohol and he was just tripping? But if that's the case, how can you account for the 4 days that was missing? So I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Also, I'm starting my podcast January 1st, okay, y'all? So y'all make sure y'all be ready for that. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my movie and my gaming channel. I'm going to have that link pinned at the top of the comment section. Also, y'all subscribe to Stacy's Storytime. She's tell phenomenal stories just like myself. And if y'all feeling generous, make sure y'all leave me a tip. I'm accepting Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal. Until next time, y'all take care. I'm gone.